This girl is sick of the constant mocking of Christianity in Hollywood. Enough already. Leave Christianity alone, damn you, Hollywood.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel,
okay.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Tony Brian, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the mocking of Christianity in Hollywood. This video is a video that I am incredibly passionate about because I have seen an influx.
I like the passion. Bring it on.
Of the comfortability of mocking Christianity more so than other faiths.
Really? Because I think there was honestly a height of mocking Christianity in Hollywood that took place more in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I feel like it's kind of ebbed considerably since then. But go ahead.
Now, mocking any faith by any means is definitely problematic and should not be happening, no matter.
Why not? Why should I not be able to mock faiths? They are mockable to me. There is no God. There is no Allah. There's no magic. There's no superstitious nonsense that controls our lives or our fates. So I feel like I should be perfectly free to mock those things, especially when they expect to have dominion over me, dominion over the culture around me. They expect to be taken seriously in cultural conversations. Now, if they want to withdraw from all of that, if all of the faiths of the world want to say, we have no dominion over you, we have no dominion over politics, we have no dominion over anything worldly, we are simply a faith, and that's it, and we will leave all other things to their own device, accord and devices and blah, blah, blah. Hey, if you like this clip, you might like the full stream, which I do every Sunday, more or less, over on the Pessimist Productions Patreon, link down below. Thank you kindly. Then I'm fine with it. Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Off then. That's great. But as long as these institutions of religion attempt to have sway in the realm of this material world and the politics thereof, they are perfectly acceptable targets for the most hate-filled mockery possible. And I love to deliver that mockery.
Matter if you believe in that faith or not. But in today's video, we're going to be specifically speaking on Christianity because it seems the most
specifically seeking? Specifically? We're going to do it specifically? Okay, cool.
Prevalent. But before we get into today's video,
I never misspeak.
Of course, let's start off with a little bit of positivity. Today's quote of the day is, "The only validation I need is from myself." That's
a very atheistic quote. I like that the Christianity Defense channel used a very atheistic quote for its positive message of the day.
Verse of the day is Luke chapter 6, verse 36.
Well, now she ruined
it reads, "Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful." And without further ado, you guys, let's get straight into today's video.
I mean, you didn't even read the words on the screen, but okay. I suppose The Pope's Exorcist is a movie mocking Catholicism. It wasn't really intended that way. I think it ends up that way, but I think it was intended to actually bolster Catholicism. Doesn't really do that, but you know.
Taking you in this moment. So I'm honestly doing this.
What was that? Take him deep in the bumper. That was terrible.
Strictly based upon being a person. People in general are so quick to shut down Christianity, and they do it on such a forefront because
80% of the population of America identify as Christian. That's 80%. That's 4 out of 5. It's not persecuted. Please stop with this delusional notion of Christian persecution. It's absurd and stupid and silly. Thank you.
Because they feel as if it's a safe space to do so because it has become digestible to mock Christianity. I don't make Christian content. I very rarely do. But just me using a verse of the day, people feel the need to talk down on the fact that I'm Christian. Say, oh, I wasn't going to support your content at first because I saw you did a verse of.
So you have a channel with 224,000 subscribers, and when it comes time to show that you are receiving persecution, you find 4 quotes, you find 4 comments. One of these is from 5 months ago, one's from 4 months ago, one's from 2 months ago, and one's from 2 weeks ago. And this is your evidence of like this huge wave of persecution that, oh God, leave me alone, alone. Give me a break, dude. This is silly.
The day, but I was glad to see that you weren't all about Christianity. Why does it bother you so much? If I was watching another creator that was Jewish, another creator that was Muslim, and they happened to incorporate their faith in any of their videos just for a small portion, or even throughout the video, if I was interested in that video, I would not care, because everybody has different faiths and we have a right to do so.
Yeah, and guess what? Virtually no one cares about your Bible quote either. That's why you can only dredge up 4 comments from up to 5 months ago when it came time to show how you were being persecuted. Poor me. Every once in a while, someone leaves a nasty comment about the fact that I choose to include a Bible verse at the beginning of my videos. Oh my God, please leave me alone. Woe is me.
And not only that, it's highly inappropriate and dismissive of someone to talk down upon their faith. Just anyone's beliefs in general, it's not okay to speak down upon. But for
It is. Why isn't it? Why not? If their faiths can presume to lecture the rest of us about morality, if their faiths can be used as a pretext for everything from war to women's bodily autonomy to anything else under the sun. If Christianity, and to a lesser extent Judaism and Islam, a lesser extent in this country anyway, but if these religions feel that they can comfortably insert their morality into the politics of this country, then they are part of a political debate at that point. And if they are a political force, then I will happily and openly mock the ever-loving shit out of them, because they deserve pushback at that point. If the philosophy of Christianity was we mind our own business, we don't get involved in politics, we don't get involved in culture war issues, if they were just, sat on their hands and said, look, we're Christian, we're going to heaven, the rest of you are going to hell, that's just that, and we're not even concerned with this world because we're focused on the next world, if that was their philosophy, then I don't think I would have any occasion to mock them. Maybe a little lightly here and there, but that would not be the main thrust of anything that I talk about. It's the fact that they feel that they can comment on and influence the day's events that make it 100% justifiable for me to say anything I want to about their convictions and the irrational basis of said convictions.
For some reason, it's only okay to do it if it comes to Christianity. This gets into the title of the video, The Mocking of Christianity in Hollywood. So many celebrities make jokes about Christianity, talk about Christianity, refer to Christianity, so on and so forth. You hear,
oh my God, it's almost like Christianity is a religion practiced by 4/5 of the population of this country and therefore is culturally ubiquitous, and therefore is something that can easily be commented upon by social commentators of all stripes. Whoa.
Hear Jesus being put into songs in blasphemous ways. You just hear a lot of disrespect.
There was nothing blasphemous about that song. The only thing that was blasphemous there, plenty of people have portrayed Jesus. There was nothing negative about Lil Nas X's portrayal of Jesus. The only thing that people were offended by is the fact that he's an openly gay dude doing so. So just because you're homophobic doesn't mean that this is a blasphemous portrayal of Jesus by any stretch of the imagination. It was not negative in any way, shape, or form.
Respect of the faith. Once again, whether you're Christian or not, that is wrong to do. So we're going to highlight a few different instances of Hollywood mocking Christianity, and
even
getting...
I don't think she's mad about the blackness part. I'm pretty sure if, like, I don't know, some mainstream black artist that wasn't gay did it, she probably wouldn't give a shit.
Into a little bit of retail. I have some thoughts on that. So let's first start off with the very first celebrity and kind of the inspiration of this video, the breaking point I had in order to make this video. Okay. And this has to do with everyone's fave, Miss Rihanna. So we all know Rihanna is a superstar. She's a singer. She's an actress. She is a multi-billion-dollar business.
It's not really Hollywood at this point. Like she's in the music industry. when you say Hollywood, I think movie industry, not really music industry, but whatever.
Business owner, she is highly, highly successful. With that success comes with great responsibility, and it seems as if in her
With that success comes with great responsibility. Okay.
recent photo shoot, Rihanna did not take that responsibility seriously. Rihanna recently posed for the cover of Interview magazine wearing a nun costume. And
oh my God. Okay. I did not realize how serious things were, you guys. I mean, come on. Well, listen. When I started making this video, I just want to say, like, okay, it's okay to mock Christianity a little bit for the reasons I outlined earlier, but come on. To dress up as a sexy nun on the cover of Interview magazine, it's gone too far. Can't you see it's gone too far? Oh no. Like, oh my God, literally, who gives a fuck, bro? Who gives a rat's ass about Rihanna being a fucking sexy nun on the cover of Interview magazine? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Apparently this chick.
yes, a costume. In the photo, she has a very deep plunge neckline, which does not support the modest idea of being a nun, or let alone being a...
wow, that's almost like, it's almost like that's the whole fucking idea, is the contrast of, wow, nuns are usually chaste, but she's a sexy nun. Ooh, what a titillating juxtaposition of elements. That's the point, right? I agree with you, Flava Grave. The frailty of this ideology on full display, 100%. Like, think about this, guys. Christianity posits that the entire universe was created by an all-powerful being. He is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful. There is nothing he cannot do. There is nothing he does not know. His power is limitless. But he's also very sensitive. He's a very fragile God, and he does not like it when you dress up as a sexy nun. That is not okay. Dumb, 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 dumb.
makeup, which...
All right. That's her Rihanna take. Anyway, let's see. What's next? Just nuns in general? Let's get to the next section.
Scientology. You name it, you don't really see it. You even see it when it comes to Halloween costumes. You have so many costumes out with the sexy nun concept, or even just wearing a full nun costume in general that isn't deemed as sexy. They both are very problematic. I know there are a lot of people that like to say the concept of dressing as a nun is to go against societal norms, that women should be empowered and sexual abstinence shouldn't be the standard for women. But sometimes not everything needs to be so political, especially when you're using...
I agree. It shouldn't be political, should it? So I'll tell you what. Here's the deal I'm offering you. Religion can, if religion stays out of politics, I will fucking mock it 80% less. If religion stays out of the culture war, if it just decides it's going to keep to itself, then I will mock it 80% less than I currently do. That's the deal.
Faith in order to prove your point.
Sexualizing nuns is disrespectful to Catholics, so to be honest, I'm here for it. Okay, so here's the thing.
Amen.
I don't care how legitimately traumatized you have been by any religious institution. Sexualizing women who have spent their entire lives devoted to tenets of chastity and modesty, just for the sake of screw them, it's just sexism. Like, let's just call it what it is. You are specific.
And look, behind you, you have a picture of some actual nuns. Guess what? No one's sexualizing those old broads, dude. No one is sexualizing actual nuns. People are sexualizing the outfit. And they're sexualizing the outfit I don't even think the reasons why the nun outfit is sexualized really actually have a cogent, like direct link to anything anymore. I think it's almost like a holdover from a bygone era. The same way that like the sexy maid outfit is sexualized, but like maids don't even dress like that anymore. And no one is sexualizing these nuns here. At least very few people are. I think that what it really boils down to is people who grew up in like strict Catholic environments back when there were still actually young nuns, because now like the average age of a nun is like ancient mummy old. But I think that people who grew up like in the 50s and and before, where they might have been around like this strict Catholic environment, maybe they even went to a Catholic school and the nuns would like crack their knuckles with the ruler or whatever that shit. I think that there was like some like they would see that authority figure and they'd be like, ooh, yeah, what if it was like a sexy version of that? And I think that it's just kind of carried on like from there, because I don't think too many people are really raised in that sort of environment anymore. But I think that like the fetishized version of it actually has persisted beyond the actual like impetus of it. You know what I mean? The same way that like there's no maid outfit that looks like the French maid anymore. Like there's no one's a traditional French maid in that style anymore, but we still have people who fetishize the French maid outfit. Even though like the impetus for it has kind of faded away from society. So it's kind of interesting how sometimes the fetishized version of the thing lasts longer than the thing itself.
Typically sexualizing a group of women who has done everything in their power to get away from that. It's not cool, it's not quirky, it's gross. And while the vast majority of nuns may be Catholic, there are other kinds. I don't know if you know that. Like there's Christian nuns who aren't Catholic.
Hey, guess what? Blow it out your ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think about this. No one does, really. Maybe someone somewhere who's looking for some reason to get offended. I don't give a shit.
Also Buddhist and Muslim nuns. And let's be real, it's the exact same concept behind a hijab. So not only are you clearly and proudly intolerant of other people's religions.
Amen. Yeah, I am. Their religions. All that irrational horse shit. It all to death with a chainsaw.
You're also sexualizing women who don't want it just because you want to.
No, I'm pretty sure the woman who goes around in the sexy nun outfit actually does want to be sexualized. That's why she's wearing the sexy nun outfit, okay?
You won't be stopped. What?
And quite frankly, I believe the sexualization of nuns has to do with the idea that women that choose to adhere to the nun lifestyle solely choose to exist among women and not men. And a lot of...
No. It totally just has its origins in the people who grew up in like strict Catholic communities and remembering how firm, Mother Maurice or whatever the was with them when they were a kid, and they think back on that, and somewhere in their minds, some synapses fire.
Men, especially in Hollywood, struggle with the idea that women would choose
Mother Maurice. I don't know. What's a good Catholic name?
Exist without men. There's this infatuation with women that choose to solely live among women, and men kind of wanting to taunt the idea that these women do have sexual urges. These women do have fantasy.
Well, of course they do. They're human beings still. Just because you put on a nun outfit doesn't mean you turned in your reproductive organs. Like, of course they have sexual urges.
And so on and so forth. I mean, there's literally a movie out right now with Sydney Sweeney starring in it called Immaculate about a nun getting pregnant, which is very interesting because nuns can't get pregnant if they are abstinent, correct?
Well, yeah, but I think in the case of the movie, she probably wasn't abstinent, like, right? I don't know. I mean, the movie's called Immaculate, so maybe it was like God, did it, but I don't think so. I don't know the movie.
Correct. The movie is, from what I've heard, incredibly gory, crude, juvenile. Oh, and how
have I not heard of this movie? Hold on, I'm writing the name of this movie down. Thank you for the recommendation.
Can I forget offensive? And theoretically, theologically illiterate to what the Bible really entails. And
yeah. Maybe you're illiterate to what reality actually entails, because I guarantee you that nuns have indeed broken their vow of chastity and gotten pregnant before. I'm pretty sure that has happened.
I think if you put a big shiny bow around everything that I just said, it just means they were mocking Christianity.
If I put a big shiny bow around everything you just said, there would be a big shiny bow around a big giant turd. Because that's what everything that's out of your mouth so far, giant turd. Beyonce, Lemonade, Book of Clarence, Lil Nas X, Madonna. I don't care. It's all the same. It's just trash. It's just her getting offended over like little tiny slights that she perceives. These are not, if you're going to get offended at Hollywood, like at least get offended at stuff that's like actually overtly attacking Christianity. Get mad at stuff that actually is anti-religious and anti-Christian. Don't just get mad at like, there was a sexy nun. Ooh, I'm scared.